Guys, this is the new project that we're starting today. We have to transform this room into an epic 90s theme getaway space. This room is inside a 12 by 24 office trailer, and we gutted this office, replaced a rotted floor, repair the wall, install new studs, put a new window in, rebuild the wall behind you, and now we're at this stage. We have an empty, gutted room. And the first step is honestly to just make a little more mess because, believe it or not, the gutting isn't done. Up here in the ceiling we have an old ductwork from the HVAC system, and I'm going to be pulling that out so that we can better insulate the ceiling. And we also have to handle all the staples that are in the ceiling from the previous drywall ceiling that was up there. So we have a lot of cleanup work to do here. That's what I'm going to get into. And then we're going to take our demo work into the hallway, because we have a wall to pull down. I'm going to show you what the plan with that is. Let's just start making a mess. Since I'm going to be working over my head and in the installation, I'm going to throw my respirator on just so I don't have stuff falling in my eyes. And I guess I'll have to stop talking, fortunately, and just get to work pulling this ductwork out. For some reason, that stuff is exceptionally itchy. That fiberglass is burning me. I got it up my arms. Let me see if I can even show you the fibers. I don't know if you can see it, but they sting. I don't think I've ever felt fiberglass that itchy. So for now, I'm going to keep my mask on, keep working on the staples, and try to clean the ceiling up. And then we'll do the walls, get the walls cleaned up, just work our way down. After we pulled all the nails out of the walls, I went through with the oscillating tool and I basically scraped all of the glue and extra little bits of plywood paneling off of the studs. That was extremely slow. It took so long. My hand is buzzing from the vibration of that tool. But it's pretty clean now. Now we can clean up the floor, and it's crazy how much debris came off the ceiling and walls when the room looked pretty clean. The next step might seem a little unusual, but we're going to step out of the room into the hallway right here, and we're going to take this paneling off the wall. The reason I want to do that is because my plan is to install a new electric panel circuit breaker box right here, and then running the wires from that to the room so I can wire up the room properly. So because I decided this is the designated spot for the circuit breakers, then the paneling, it just makes sense to take it off so we can do it right. The first thing I have to do is cut the paneling along this wall because it actually goes behind the framing. Think I got it. I got any loose panels here? Good. It looks like we had a nice clean cut. So far, the wall is looking really good. Try to do this last one here. That was easy. This kind of feels like we're in another side quest. But has to get done. Look at all this sawdust in here. This insulation looks really nice. Let's not disturb it too much. We'll just clean up the studs, pull the nails, clean up this plywood at the floor, and we can start working on this situation. I will have to remove some of the insulation, I think, for the panel, but one step at a time. Actually, I think I am going to pull this insulation out because I want it out of my way for now until I can run some wires in here, and I'm trying to remove an outlet back here. You'll see. That's just R11. This is old insulation. Check this out. R11. You know, we could actually buy some replacement insulation. It wouldn't be that expensive. It'd be R13. It'd give us a little extra R value. I might just end up scrapping this. Now, I'll try to be careful with it, but I think that's what I'll do. Alright guys, one more area done and clean. We got that all tidied up. Oh, just saw a nail I have to pull. But almost all done. So now the hallway is ready. Almost. I did discover that this stud right here is twisted. That's not ideal because I wanted my electric panel to be right here. And I don't want the stud to be twisted next to it. So I'm going to have to see if I can get the twist out of this. It might be hard to see, but it's pretty severe and it's pretty solid. I noticed that we forgot some insulation up here. Might as well pull this down. We will start completely fresh. And if you guys have noticed the wasps that are constantly flying through here throughout the videos, there are a ton of them. They're coming in through this hole that we never patched. That was an outdoor light sensor, but that hole has been there. Somehow water doesn't come in. We haven't worried about it. And so the wasps have taken up this building in every room. And I might as well take this wire down because we will be running a new one. So I do want to run a new panel, new wiring, but this wire is coming through the ceiling. And I'm guessing that it's coming down the hallway and over here to these wires on the opposite end of the building. It really does make me curious. Yep, I see it moving. This wire is that wire. Is there any reason to keep a wire fished between the rooms? Let me think. Well, I hope I don't regret it. But I think I'll just pull it out so we don't have any old wiring left up here. Now we got the wire out. There's nothing really wrong with it. Looks like a fine wire. Might be reusable somewhere, but let's not get held up with holding on to things we don't need to hold on to. So what I do need to think about is, if I'm going to be starting the wiring, is how I want everything laid out. Outlets, pretty easy. I can get those quick. Ceiling lights, that's tricky. This room is about 11 feet wide, 13 feet long. I'm so used to old school, put a light on the ceiling, it's done. But you know what? One light is never enough. It's going to be too dim in here. And just a little hint is I think there might be a puzzle table in here. Puzzles need good lighting, no glare. So that's tricky. What I'm thinking is we need multiple lights to evenly light the room. Should I go ahead and plan for recessed lighting? What do you guys think? Recessed lighting, we could do a whole bunch of them, like maybe 9 lights. Do 3, 3, 3, something like that. Just grid the ceiling with recessed lighting, you know, the LED type that everybody's using. I don't know. Should I just put in regular light fixtures, do something fun? I have no idea. So let me know what you think about that. We'll plan out the lighting, get the electrical. We definitely have some wall framing to fix in there. That's all I need to do for now. I like building a mental image of what's coming next, because what I do is when the work is done, I keep working. I keep thinking, I keep planning, I keep shopping. I have to figure out what I'm going to be buying next, how many I'm going to need, how things are going to flow. There's a lot to think about in renovation, and I'm telling you, I'm nonstop thinking about renovation. Well, not nonstop. When I'm not doing that, I do have other things I like to focus on. We'll talk about that on the side channel. So I think that is all we have for now. Thanks for coming along. Guys, I know the room sort of looks like it started, but we did a lot of work today. Just getting the studs clean is so much work. It took forever to do those. You'll find that renovation is sometimes harder than just building new, because you have to go back and do so much cleanup and fixing and work and trying to figure out how to work around, you know, the structure that's already here. Yeah, so that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.